Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now guys, we got the topic by the title, should the cell phones be allowed in schools? In most of the schools, cell phones are not allowed. And also, most of the people think that cell phones are a lot of disadvantages. And in schools, cell phones are because of disturbance. Yes, it should be allowed for the case of emergency, because it should be allowed to use cell phones in school as if there is any emergency, just parents can easily inform their children. It should not be allowed to use during lectures, but during break it should be allowed. And it also helps after school time, as if the children have any transport problem, they can inform their parents. Other than this, if they have to stay at school after the school time is over for any type of preparation, they can inform their parents. But there is some schools that let phones in because of the safety reasons.
Only one, I think that the students should follow it to bring cell phone as long as they don't disrupt just of the practice and not pay attention to the phone. How that happen, teacher can just confiscate and tell that particular student that he or she might not be able to bring cell phone to school. I think students have to bringing cell phone to school because they have responsibility of don't cause trouble with it. I think the solve always because also it is really convenience for emergency, and also the school phones might be out or they might not have access. Once I think bringing a cell phone is any. Also you use it to help for your classes like or place like
Wajar nanti, baru nama mana?
gas. Lanjut. Aneh. Dar balikin nih. Jauh.
Darah terlalu kotor nanti.
Dar balik nih.
Serius?
Ada di bawah. Ada.
Saling mana?
Dar berarti.
Aneh macam.
Jauh.
Sini lagi.
Konten no.
If something has happened or if they want to rearrange to be meet somewhere else, well, we have to thoroughly see what is the meaning by not allowing. If not allow mean no cell phone at all within school circumstance, I would like to say big no. As it is state mobile phone, students will bring it wherever they are, such as in the toilet, library, cafe, or even class. It grows the mobility and flexibility between parents and their children. Why mobility and flexibility are so important? In case their parents are sick or someone important for them is dead, or most cases, the students need their parents' help to bring something important that they forget. Mobile phone is the first help to access, unless there is no even an account in their cell phone. even if there may be a phone center in any school, yet it is still not as flexible as mobile phone. If the case is about class disturbance, it does not mean that we have to completely ban them. We can just simply establish a helpful school policy. For example, during the class, the teachers shall ask students to put their cell phones in front of the class or near the teacher. Then students will have no chance to make use it wrongly. That may disturb the class session. So overall, cell phones help students to shorten the range between their parents. Parents can still control them. Parents still have their capability to inform anything important. You know that?
Yes. No. No, because students should be allowed to bring all on the school and exercises like flexibility is really ridiculous. This is meant for that. I mean there is already a system for this part. If there is an emergency, the parent is to search for the school office and then they will send someone down to inform the school. Those constactions or calling in school won't make a difference because you are still going to have to go through the office people to take your child off school. That will even longer practice and even if the teacher does take their phone of the daring class, think about daring lunch time, students have the opportunity to miss it, then help for consist text bullying. Many kids have been evident by this and allowing students to bring their phone to school will only make this worse. Especially for these days because of the directive of kill phone.
Yes, to some degree. Yes, because I think that iPhones should not be allowed in school to some degree because it gets distracting at times. And people can be playing games and be on the internet instead of listening to the teacher and learning at school. There is a purpose to school, and if you decide to just sit there and play games all day, then you will not learn anything, and your grades might start dropping. I think that people should be allowed to be using their iPhones and electronic devices when it recess time because that is the time when you are free to do anything you want. If people want to spend their recess and their iPods when it is their free time, I think that is totally fair. I think that any other time during school, ours is not okay because if a person is talking and you are sitting in your seat with your iPod, then you might get it taken away. But it is also being disrespectful to the person that is talking because you are not giving them your attention and being a respectful listener. You can download games and applications prior to going to school and use them while connected to school, Wi-Fi or not.
No, because I think you are wrong. You could download a program that allows you to block websites. If you have them in your school, you can automatically delete any games or website that they should not be on. You are not being disrespectful if you are not looking and just ignoring the person that's who I
They can use it as school don't have computers of some sort, so the kids have to write newspaper. As if you add iPod to the school, just click on keyboard and other material that are needed for school, such pencil and ink. Think do you really want iPod in school?
No, because your theory requires every student to have an iPod, which is either coming from the parents' pocket, which will start big problems, or it's coming from the school's pocket, which is a lot more money, trusting a kid not to not lose or steal that iPod. In the end, the computers will be cheaper and more brief.
Depends. Yes, because they should be allowed because it's used for educational related tasks like using the calculator or searching up information or taking notes when you forget your notebook or your pencil. But I also think that teachers should limit the use of it, like during lesson and only to use during work time. It's not like the teacher will let students use it during a test.
No, because students will have to economic things. So I take the chance of having to have a study limited things. I hope also give the kids great division fee. Yes.
They can be used educationally. Yes, because in my opinion, iPods, cell phones, and other electric devices should not be banned because you could use these devices for learning. iPods could be used as calculators. Cell phones also used as calculators, and if you can get internet access, you could search something small and quicker. Other electronic devices like laptops can be used for research, for not taking EDC. We are living in the 21st century. People have to recognize that we are getting more into technology and getting rid of paper and pencil. Electronics are moving their way into our lives, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. Using technology in class indefinitely, yes. There's so much more you can do when using things like iPods, cell phones, and other electronic devices. Yes, students will be off class sometimes, but they will still get their work done. Overall, I think that electronic devices should be allowed in school for educational reasons.
No, because point being, we learn more from searching and studying that we do from Google. Google doing our work for us. In the end, it comes down to the fact that cheating is easier, much more accessible, being discarded, playing games in right the fingertips or of the students. Then comes the work, listening to the music while the teacher is trying to talk, not a good idea. Then it comes down to money. If you want to eliminate paper and such and have all documents on a laptop or other sort of handheld device, tablet, M.pd player, phone. Then school could eliminate book, worksheet, etc. But this means every student needs to have the same device, so that the teacher can provide documents in the same file format. This also means that every parent or school district needs to dish out so much money for every student to have said electronic device. This means for a lost textbook. It
100.
200
200 until
until 500. What is that called?
it 200 until 500 for the electronic device.
Dollar.
Oh, it's 200 until 500 US dollar for the electronic device that lost or stolen. This book is crime rate in school. Overall, it's expensive, allow for kids to cheat, get distracted, and learn in less effective way. The idea of it sounds nice, but it's not as good as the first place.
If used correctly, they can eliminate interruption. Just because, as other classes taking a test, this class has maybe 25 students. The odds that you are able to spread all the students that might possibly be talkative or disruptive is minimal. But if you allow the student to use an iPod that will likely just listen constantly. I have personally seen students get away with it for a simple reason as drawing attention with their head down listening quickly to their favorite music. Is it the focus of many school rules to minimize distraction to other class members?
No, because students will be distracted. Cell phones should not be allowed in schools because if the students get bored, they might use them to play games or do other activities that distract their attention from learning. In the case of family emergency, the teachers have a cell phone and the parents could call them.
I think the conclusion is that phones should be allowed at school because students should just put them in their booklets during class, and if they need to call their parents, if they're sick or they need something, they can. Phones are not even that big of a deal if you have them at brick either, because the keyword is brick. Keyword is brick.
Okay.
Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. The last we say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.